Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day, my oh my. It is a wonderful Thursday. 26th day of June, 2025. I'm Dan Coons. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Thanks for starting your day with us. Right in that wheelhouse temperature-wise. A lot of people don't like it too hot. Well, it's not going to be too hot. Upper 70s today and tomorrow. Wind, especially this afternoon and especially tomorrow afternoon as a series of couple of weak disturbances zip in over the top of us. We're still under the influence of a ridge of high pressure that is not a dome, it is flat, and that allows the high clouds to roll in, also allows the wind to work its way through our area. It's going to warm up a little bit on Saturday. It's going to be borderline hot on Sunday and most of next week, starting with the holiday week coming up. Our nation's 249th birthday, going to be hot. Forecast details are batting leadoff. Sorry about the baseball analogy, but I like baseball. News, yes. Sports, the Mariners and the Apple Sox combined for 2 runs. Combined. Needless to say, neither team won. Tight game, the Mariner game, it was a tight game. It was a pitcher's duel. The Apple Sox just got blown out up in Bellingham. We'll talk about that when we get to sports. Thursday means pause for pets. We have chickens today. Well, they're up for adoption. At the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, you always wanted a couple of chickens and a rooster. Well, here's your chance. We'll get to know, I don't even know their names, quite frankly. They say never name something that you may eventually eat because you'll get emotionally attached to it and then you won't be able to eat it. And in the back half of the program, we're gearing up for another 4th of July celebration at Walla Walla Point Park. Allie Jordan and her company Elevated Marketing is in charge of putting the whole thing together. It's a lot of work, but Allie is capable of doing that. We'll talk to Allie Jordan and Malachi Salcido from the Salcido Group of Companies. He is the presenting sponsor. That means they wrote the biggest check of all because these things ain't cheap. The fireworks alone cost about 25 grand, and then there's everything else that has to be put together. And Independence Day, of course, is on a Friday. For the first time in 11 years, Independence Day is on a Friday. That's cool. We'll have that conversation in the back half of the program. Tour time. Here we go. And you can see the high clouds. Don't have to worry about the AQI index today. Everybody is green. I checked the Wenatchee Air Quality Index. It's at 23, which is just fine by me. No problems there. Good morning to the Wenatchee Valley. Good morning to the Columbia River. Good morning to East Wenatchee. Good morning to Wenatchee. Good morning to Birch Mountain. Good morning to Badger Mountain. And good morning to everybody who's decided to start their day with us. We appreciate it. Our second camera, I don't know until it shows up on the screen. We're up to Billy Goat again today. Good morning to Billy Goat. Lots of real estate in that shot. Hello, Pateris. Hello, Brewster. Hello, Bridgeport. Hello, Omak. Hello, Tenasket. Hello, Okanagan. Hello, Republic. Hello, Tunk Mountain. Hello, Orville. And we'll say hello to Penticton, even though they're probably not watching the show. Camera number 3, which follows 2, to my knowledge. There's Lake Wenatchee again. Nice quiet day up there. Lake is as still as it could be. Don't know if there's going to be a sockeye salmon season there at Lake Wenatchee come July or August. Usually it's in August. I think they're going to. They've had one for the last few years, and it's been a bountiful crop of sockeye that head up to Lake Wenatchee and on the way up to the Little Wenatchee and the White River. So get ready, anglers, to catch some big fat fish up there in a few weeks. And finally, camera number 4, up to Blag Mountain again, high above the hamlet of Peshastin. Looks like the clouds are a little thicker up above the Cascades. For you folks way up in the Omak-Okanagan area, there's a brief chance of some light rain for you guys. None for us here. The weather systems that are going to affect us weather-wise, most of it is relegated to the north of us, but they're weak. They're not packing a great deal of punch. The only thing it's really going to do is cloud us up as the day progresses. And again, we're going to be dealing with wind today and tomorrow. Yesterday's high was 86. Our normal high was 81. Not going to get to 86 today or tomorrow, but we will by Saturday. Sunrise this morning, 5:06. Sunset tonight, 9:02. We're losing about 20 seconds of daylight a day, but it's still 15 hours and 56 minutes. That's a lot of daylight. From the National Weather Service, here we go.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
We were looking at sunshine this morning, clouds this afternoon, and yeah, going to be a little on the windy side. Sustained winds about 10 miles an hour, gusts above 20. Strongest winds today between about 5 o'clock to about midnight. So it's going to be late afternoon into the evening hours when the winds will really take hold. Outside of that, high of about 78, just a little bit below normal. Winds will eventually die down tonight with an overnight low of about 58 or so. We do it again on Friday. We'll see more sunshine tomorrow. Quite a bit more sunshine on Friday, still dealing with some wind. It'll be a little breezy for most of the day on Friday, and then the wind will pick up in intensity on Friday night, gusts near 30 on Friday night as the very last of the weak disturbances moves through. And as it moves through, it's going to usher in a ridge of high pressure, which means sunshine on Saturday, back up to about normal, and then 91 on Sunday. Good chance of triple digits perhaps on Monday. You folks out in the Columbia Basin, you're going to have a better chance of getting up to 100. But our first really hot stretch weather begins Sunday and on into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and quite possibly all the way through the holiday weekend. A lot of people will be off on Friday. By the way, that includes us. Friday the 3rd, we ain't going to be here. All right, we are going to take a break, and I'll still be here in 2 minutes to do the news. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCWLIFE channel.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Tour Moses Lake just a gas tank away. With its abundance of outdoor activities, Moses Lake is a great place to visit. From fishing and boating to exploring the city's attractions, there is no shortage of things to do. Whether you're enjoying any one of the variety of restaurants with the family or an adventure-filled day with friends, Moses Lake has something for everyone. Tour moseslake.com and start your adventure today.
Central Washington Water understands the power of healing waters. If part of your wellness routine includes hot heat from a sauna, Central Washington Water now carries indoor and outdoor infrared and hot rock saunas by Tilo. Research shows there are many health benefits to a cold plunge after a good workout or relaxing time in your sauna. Harness the power of water in a hot spring spa, plug-and-play spas, a Tilo sauna, or a cold plunge tub. Stop by Central Washington Water, your wellness experts.
Craving fresh Asian comfort food? Steam Panda is Wenatchee's popular, family-friendly Asian restaurant. They focus on providing guests with delicious, healthy, fresh, and natural dishes for an affordable price. It's time to enjoy one of their many popular house-made soup dumplings, ramen noodles, or pho dishes. And make sure to ask about their lunch and chef specials on sushi rolls. Steam Panda's Hawaiian poke bowl and salads are excellent with your favorite boba tea. Stop by or order online at Steam Panda today.
.64 degrees here in the Wenatchee Valley. As the day progresses, we'll see the clouds begin to roll in, thicken up, but no real rain, but a little bit of wind. This afternoon, we do it all over again with quite a bit of sunshine in addition to the wind on Friday, and then a significant warming trend begins on Saturday. It's just about 9 minutes after the hour. A brush fire in the East Wenatchee foothills about 3:30 yesterday afternoon. It was a little scary. It quickly spread in high winds and, of course, very dry vegetation. Got to about 65 acres in size, and then it was contained. No structures damaged, no injuries reported, but level 2 evacuation notices were given to nearby residents as a precaution. The fire was initially reported near the intersection of 10th Street Northeast and Nile, and at least one witness reported seeing someone throw a firework out of a passing vehicle before the fire began. Wenatchee Valley firefighters worked with air tankers and helicopter support. They were able to cut off the fire's growth by about 6 o'clock last night. A driver from Mattawa is dead after a 3-vehicle collision Wednesday. Just happened just west of Pateros. The Washington State Patrol identified the deceased driver as 59-year-old Apollinaire Martin Garcia. Troopers say he was southbound on Highway 153 at about 7:30 yesterday morning when his Chevy Malibu veered off the right edge of the roadway. Martin Garcia overcorrected and struck an oncoming northbound Ford 350, which was in turn hit from behind by a Nissan Nismo. Martin Garcia was pronounced dead at the scene. The pickup driver, a 65-year-old Pateros man, was treated at Three Rivers Hospital. The third driver was not hurt. The State Patrol says it does not believe drugs or alcohol were a factor. A new Wenatchee High School may be a possibility in the near future. On Tuesday night, the Wenatchee School District's Long-Range Facilities Planning Committee recommended the school board run a bond to build a new high school and complete needed HVAC upgrades at several other schools. The board heard about potential total costs, which the committee set at approximately $295 million, with a tax increase of $1.48 per $1,000 of assessed property value for landowners. The committee also shared building plan concepts that would move the school closer to Red Apple Road, but all final decisions, of course, are up to the school board. If the board decides to green light it, a bond would likely run in 2026, and if passed, construction will be completed around 2030. A vending machine that distributed the opioid overdose reversal drug Narcan has been removed from the Moses Lake Public Library. The vending machine was installed and maintained by NCW Libraries in partnership with Thriving Together NCW. The machine's presence inside the library, which is city property, caused mixed reactions, and the city eventually banned the distribution of any drug on city property back in March. Thriving Together and NCW Libraries announced on Tuesday they decided to remove the vending machine from the library following community conversations. The organization said their goal was to save and improve lives, not to create controversy. Homes and businesses in the city of Ephrata, you are being asked to conserve water as much as you can after a critical failure in a well system. The city's well number 3 suffered a major break in the shaft that drives the well pump. Well number 3 is responsible for delivering about 450 gallons per minute to Ephrata's water supply. Mayor Bruce Rhyme declared a state of emergency, which should allow Ephrata to pay for needed repairs without having to go out to bid. But with hot water and increased demand, the city says it faces a possible water shortage within days if conservation doesn't start immediately. Residents and businesses are asked to limit your lawn watering, postpone any non-essential water use, and fix any leaks they notice in their own systems. However, there is no need to boil water for drinking or cooking at this time. And Foothills Magazine, which is a publication of our sister company at the Wenatchee World, recently featured the Plaza Superjet. On the cover of their May issue, the convenience store on Orondo Avenue has been around for 100 years, and believe it or not, I have been a faithful customer for almost all that time. I did not write this copy. I stopped by the plaza to chat with its veteran employees, including our good friend, my good friend, Irma Marable, who's been there for about 15 years working at the store. What's the strangest thing anybody has come to the service counter, rang the bell for you, and do you have this? Do you get some pretty bizarre requests?
Yeah, all the time.
Give me an example.
Well, I can't really pinpoint it really fast, but always, things that we don't have, like hard liquor is one thing, but it's not bizarre, but it is a common thing.
And that's a good thing. Jeff made the decision not to do that years ago, and I think that was a wise choice, don't you?
Yes, wise choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the people who come in and out? I know you love the customers, the regulars and the every so once in a whiles, but is it just me, or is the folks who come in and are patrons of the Plaza Superjet an incredible cross section of the Wenatchee Valley?
Yes.
You get everybody.
We get everybody. We get everybody. I imagine all the other stores as well get a variety of people. Yes.
But the location of the Plaza Superjet is something special.
Yes, we get a lot of people that are living in the community right here in the local, just walking distance. So we get a lot of the average walkers. Mm-hmm. Yes, because.
And you get people from the courthouse, and you'll see Chief Reinfeld coming in and getting a donut every once in a while. You get it all, don't you?
We get a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, we get a lot. Anywhere from the lawyers to anywhere
And the occasional just released inmate.
Yes, was just gonna say that.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Yes,
You know,
yeah.
that's all part of the deal.
We're picking up money,
Yeah.
MoneyGram, you know, everything that comes with that. Yeah.
You guys do a lot of those MoneyGrams, don't you?
A lot of MoneyGrams, a lot of sending out money to other countries and stuff. Yes, yeah.
What's the number one skill set you have to work here, Irma? You've been here a long time.
Patience.
Patience?
Number one skill.
Yeah.
Patience. Yes.
And
you
have
gotta enjoy people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be dealing with 35 to 40 friends and 300 strangers every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Yes. Transactions every day. Smile. Be patient.
You're about ready to take your break, so one last question and we'll cut you loose. Who's your favorite coworker and who's the one you don't much care for?
Who's my favorite coworker?
Yeah.
Well, all of them are my favorite coworker.
And the one you don't much care for?
And I work with everybody just friendly as possible.
Just say Stan. We love Stan.
We love Stan.
We love
Everybody
Stan.
says we love Stan.
Irma, it's always good to see you.
Thank you.
I'll let you get back to work.
Okay.
And we got to go back to work too. You can't last 100 years unless you know what you're doing. And for you fans of the Plaza Superjet, and I may be the biggest fan of them all, you got nothing to worry about. Things continue to evolve and change to a certain extent, but this store will always have the charm that it has always had for 100 years. Congratulations to the new owners, and if you've never been to the Plaza Superjet, I highly recommend you do so. The odds are pretty good. You might see me. Irma, by the way, I'll see you later on today. I'm out of bananas. And that is the news on this Thursday morning. We'll be getting the news together for you. It's been a busy, usually we kind of slow down a little bit once we get into the summertime, but that has not been the case. Certainly since summer began, and I have my trick knee is telling me we're going to have another busy day today. Check out the news, be informed of what's going on around here. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. 5, 6, and 10, that's on television. A lot of people don't consume television in the old-fashioned way, except me, because, well, I'm old. And if you just watch your news via your computer or your smartphone or your tablet or whatever, it'll be up and running on the World Wide Web. Our news will be posted on our homepage, NCWLIFE.com. It'll be on our YouTube page, and of course, there'll be a link to our newscast on our Facebook page. And if you have a news tip, don't hesitate, send us an email. A lot of people get them. news@ncwlife.com. Not a good night for the Mariners and a really bad night for the Apple Sox. Unfortunately, that's what we'll be talking about in 2 minutes. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Welcome to the summer of good. Good people, good taste, good vibes, and good, well, everything. When you're ready for some old-fashioned good, Abby's is your place. We've been celebrating summers around the P&W for over 60 years. At Abby's, good is a legendary tradition. Here's a good-looking pizza, guaranteed to bring some summer smiles. And right now, it's on sale, so it's good for your wallet too. This giant is loaded with toppings and can feed up to 6 people. Order at abbys.com. Give us a call or just drop by. It's the summer of good, only at Abby's Legendary Pizza.
The joys of sitting in traffic, burning gas, donating your paycheck to parking enforcement. Or you could join us this June for Ride Transit Month. On Link, you ride for free, anytime, anywhere. Plus, Link's electric buses run on clean local hydropower. Thanks, Columbia River. So while you're saving some cash, you're also saving a planet. So hop on board Link for Ride Transit Month. Stress-free, wallet-friendly, eco-smart.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Sports at 20 minutes after the hour. George Kirby allowed just 1 run and 3 hits in 6 innings, but Joe Ryan was even better for the Twins. Minnesota beat the Mariners 2-0 last night at Target Field. Ryan allowed 3 hits in 6 innings, struck out 8, walked none to help Minnesota end a 6-game home skid. Cal Raleigh struck out 3 times. Seattle failed to get a hit after the 4th inning.
This tiptoes the line fair. Solano gets to it. Kirby to the bag. Solano's played well over there defensively at first base. Couple of ground ball outs to begin this home first inning.
I can't really go up at first base, but I can scoop everything and I can field everything.
Solano's been busy over there tonight. Underhand flip to Kirby, who strands 2 runs. Count.
Ground ball, right side base hit, right field. Buxton will score. Willie Castro, wonderful at bat, rips it through the right side, and Buxton scores. It is 1-0 Twins here in the 6th. So Cody Clemens in the air to left center field. A Rosarena on the move. A Rosarena at the wall. It is gone. A home run. Cody Clemens goes oppo. A 2-out solo blast to left center, and the Twins have a 2-0 lead.
I'll tell you what, Corey, going backside on a slider like that, you got to be some kind of strong right there.
Off the mound and right at Clemens, and the Twins end the losing streak.
Manager Dan Wilson noted that there is a reason that Joe Ryan is one of the best pitchers in the league, and he showed it last night.
Pitched well tonight. Got to give credit to Ryan. I thought he moved the ball around well. He used his secondaries a lot, and when he had his fastball, he located it pretty well. Made it tough for us. Didn't make a lot of many mistakes on the plate. We got some traffic in a couple innings, just not able to get him in, and then of course their bullpen that we were able to get to last night. We weren't tonight, but. On our side, I thought George threw the ball really well. Again, just had great location, mixed his stuff very well. Really good game plan. He and Cal executed pretty well, and they were just able to get one across and added the home run later. But just a tough night for us. But back tomorrow. Obviously, a chance to win the series tomorrow, and we'll come back at him. I mean, George pitches off his fastball. That's what he does, and that's what makes him successful. But when he lands that secondary stuff and can command it like he did tonight, he's really tough, and it makes the fastball even better. And so he did such a good job of it tonight. Again, we talk about that team that they can hit. They got a lot of lefties. And he was able to really neutralize him tonight with his stuff. He and Cal had a good game plan going out there, and I thought George was able to execute it really well. When you have guys guessing like that, and you're unpredictable, and you have good commands where you're throwing strikes with your stuff, that makes for a really tough at bat, and that's what they had tonight. That's when you got to tip your cap. Sometimes they are able to execute, and you're not able to get as much going and get that pressure that you want to put on them. Tonight was just one of those nights, and like we say, it's a quick turnaround, which is a good thing for us, and we get a chance to come back tomorrow and win the series.
It is a quick turnaround. They play at 10:10 this morning. Emerson Hancock will take on Simone Woods Richardson, and then Seattle heads to Arlington for a weekend series against the Rangers. Everybody in the American League West won last night except the Mariners. So the Astros now have a 5.5 game lead over Seattle. They shut out the Phillies. Rangers shut out the Orioles. They're 7.5 games back. Angels remain 7 games back after knocking off the Red Sox. Wenatchee Apple Sox pitchers gave up 15 runs, 15 hits, and they walked 12 in a 15-2 blowout loss to the Bellingham Bells last night. At Joe Martin Field, Bellingham scored 5 runs in the 6th and 4 in the 7th. That put the game away. The Sox and the Bells wrap up their set tonight, by the way, at 6:35. Then Wenatchee returns home for a 3-game series against the Victoria Harbor Cats. Let's go to the scoreboard from the West Coast League. And there you go. Bellingham's lead over Wenatchee is now a 1.5 games. They also have a 1.5 games lead over Edmonton, who lost to Victoria. Victoria is 3 games back of the league-leading Bellingham Bells. And we got baseball tomorrow. Victoria's in town, the Harbor Cats and the Apple Sox. Pregame at 6:30, first pitch at 6:35 with the handsome and talented Eric Granstrom and the even more handsome and more talented Brandon Schmitten with the call. If you can't make it to Paul Thomas Senior Stadium, you can watch it on television, or as we like to say in the business, TV. And those are just some of the games that people are playing. Put the lime in the coconut. You mix it all together, put the lime in the coconut, and you feel better. It's National Coconut Day. Today, there it is, a nice coconut. 20 billion coconuts are grown every year. There is research going on whether chemicals found in coconuts can be used to regrow hair. Keep working on that, by the way. Coconut water is about 94% water. A coconut tree can produce up to 180 coconuts. If you really love coconuts, move to India, Indonesia, or the Philippines. They really crank them out. And falling coconuts, so the legend goes, I looked this up the other day on the internet, so it has to be true. Falling coconuts kill over 150 people each and every year. That's more than 10 times as many people killed by sharks. But it doesn't make as good of a movie. Happy National Coconut Day today. Brother, butter, coconutty, butter. I'm not supposed to sing that song on television. Got to pay royalties. Today in history, one of the most famous short stories in the history of American literature. Hit bookshelves. Actually, it was printed as a serial in the New Yorker magazine. Shirley Jackson's short story, The Lottery, is published for the first time in New Yorker magazine. New Yorker took a lot of hit for this. A lot of people canceled their subscription. They wrote in, how could you print this thing? How could you publish this book? It is a fantastic book. My favorite short story is To Build a Fire by Jack London, but that's awfully good too. The Lottery, not for the faint of heart, but you could read it for the first time on this date in 1948. Happy birthday to the Universal Product Code. This is the actual moment caught on camera. The UPC code scanned for the first time. It was a package of Wrigley's chewing gum at the Marsh Supermarket in Troy, Ohio. This was in 1974. By the way, that package is now on display at the Smithsonian Institution. I would not recommend chewing a piece of gum that was first sold 51 years ago, but now, of course, the UPC codes are on pretty much everything. Nobody knew it at the time on this date 48 years ago, before a sellout crowd at Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, Indiana. On June 26, 1977, Elvis Presley gave his final concert. Of course, nobody knew it. At the time, the last song Elvis ever sang in concert in public was his traditional closing number, Can't Help Falling in Love. 6 weeks later, Elvis would be gone. And finally, this is the 10th anniversary of Obergefell v. Hodges. On this date, 10 years ago today, the Supreme Court of the United States rules that under the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution, same-sex couples have a constitutional right to get married. 10 years ago today. Birthdays. We got some heavenly birthdays. Of course, I don't know if one of these folks are in heaven, come to think of it. He fired the first shot in defense of Fort Sumter in the opening battle of the Civil War, had a pivotal role at Gettysburg. After the war, he moved to San Francisco. He obtained the patent on the cable car railway that still runs there, which made him quite wealthy. And of course, in 1839 in Cooperstown, New York, Abner Doubleday did not invent the game of baseball. He was born on this date in 1819. Paul Castellano, the godfather of the Gambino crime family. He'd run it with an iron fist from 1976 to 1985. And then in December of 1985, he decided to go to Midtown Manhattan to have a steak. And John Gotti decided he wanted to take over the Gambino crime family. And as most mob bosses come to an end, as did Paul, shot to death in the streets of Manhattan in 1985. He was born in the state in 1915. Happy birthday to Nick Offerman. Ron Swanson, of course, on Parks and Recreation. Got all kinds of awards since that. He was in Fargo. He was in all kinds of movies and miniseries. He keeps himself rather busy, and he's pretty funny, too, I got to admit. Nick Offerman is 55 years old today. And the New York Yankees, all-time leader in hits, all-time leader in doubles, all-time leader in games played, all-time leader in stolen bases, all-time leader in times on base, all-time leader in plate appearances, 11,195 at-bats, 14 All-Star selections, 5 World Championship rings. The captain, Derek Jeter, is 51 years old today. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. They are our platinum sponsors. Still to come, an opinion from Mike Mad Dog Bignotti. I tell you what it is, but I can't remember what it is because I loaded it yesterday. My conversation with Allie Jordan from Elevated Marketing. It's her company that is coordinating and putting together next week's big two-day party for the 4th of July, Independence Day, both Thursday and Friday at Walla Walla Point Park. Plus, I had a chance to catch up with my friend Malachi Salcido, who is the presenting sponsor. But before all of that, some roosters and some chickens need a home. Spas for Pets.
Hello, I'm Jess here at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and I'm an animal care associate. This here over is Red, our little Rhode Island red rooster. He's a sweet boy. He really likes mealworms. He'll eat them out of your hand. He enjoys a good dust bath, and he loves his girls here as well. He can be a bit of a menace sometimes, but he's a lovable boy. Over here is Silver. She is a bit of a selective lady. She doesn't like some of the other hens, but she has made friends with other ones. She loves dust baths as well, and she loves her chicken scratch everywhere. We have Hennifer, who is also a game hen. She's a bit older, so she doesn't lay any eggs, but Silver here still lays eggs. Silver got her name from some silver flecks in her luscious feathers, and Hennifer obviously got her name from being the queen of the roost. Silver here is very chatty. Some might say she's the gossip of the coop, and when Red sets out a line, she'll make sure he gets back in his place. If you've never owned a chicken and you'd like to own one, just know that they need some free space, and they're really nice to have, so you can give them your food scraps, and obviously the eggs are a nice bonus. Each one of the chickens are $25 each, and in this economy with Silver laying eggs, you'll make your money back pretty fast with that. If you'd like to adopt any of these sweet babies, come on down to the Humane Society. We're open from Thursday to Tuesday, 12:30 to 6. You can also come in on Wednesday with an appointment. So come on down and get one of your sweet new pets today.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Les Schwab changed the tire game more than 70 years ago. Today, we still believe you should get more from less. Like more hustle, less hassle. More of the best service around, less of the runaround. Because we include America's best tire warranty in every tire we sell. So you get more unbeatable warranty, less charging you extra. It's why we're more than proud to say, you get more from less.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories, and we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Call Alpine Air Heating and Cooling today. Your comfort is their priority.
The Surf and Slide Water Park is open from Memorial Day through Labor Day. Surf and Slide is located in the heart of Central Washington in Moses Lake with activities for all ages and abilities. Check out Surf and Slide's Flow Rider Surfing Simulator, Lazy River, 2 200-foot water slides, tube slides, and diving boards. Our children's area includes a Treasure Island water structure, splash pad, and baby octopus slide. For season passes, visit us online or find Surf and Slide on Facebook.
Welcome to Boswell's, where you'll find quality furnishings for every room in your home. Customers ask, do you have solid wood options? Yes, they do. Bamboo, maple, acacia, cherry, mahogany. With 2 floors of quality furniture and complimentary design services, Boswell's design team can create a home that's uniquely yours. For almost a century, people have chosen Boswell's for their quality and customer service. Boswell's Furniture, it's closer than you think.
This is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. Now, I'm an American. Just look at me. I'm white, I'm male, and if you ignore an occasional New Jerseyism, I speak unaccented English. But the reality is, virtually every black person in this country, and many Asians and many Hispanics, actually have stronger and deeper roots as American than I have. My paternal grandparents came from Macedonia in Italy, and as my mom was actually born in Germany, I'm a first-generation American on her side. Now, considering this, I look at our current immigration issues and I wonder, with unrestrained deportation of people who, for all intents and purposes, are Americans, are we cutting off our nose to spite our face? This is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and that's my opinion.
Oh, happy day, Wenatchee Valley. Collins Fashions is looking forward to our famous summer weather. We are fully stocked with shorts, capris, skirts, tees, and tanks. Summer dresses have all arrived in many styles and colors. Special occasion dresses are on full display, and we have something for everyone. Collins is your Brighton headquarters with jewelry, handbags, charms, and sunglasses. We invite you to visit Collins, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee.
Celebrate this great country of ours during Rockfest in Rock Island the last Saturday in June. Great music, great bands, great fun. It all happens at the Rock Island Golf Course. Mark your calendars and be prepared for fun, family fun, and live music till the fireworks start crackling. Sponsored by Real Homes alongside Douglas County and Marson & Marson. Pack your chair, pack your picnic basket, or enjoy food from the food trucks. Rockfest in Rock Island the last Saturday in June.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
Welcome to the Gilded Lily home, where something extraordinary is waiting for you. The Gilded Lily offers a unique collection of hand-selected, carefully curated items to help you celebrate all of life's special moments. From the budding chef to the home decorator to that very special occasion, there is an abundance of delightful gifts waiting for you. The Gilded Lily home, where you can step in for inspiration and leave with beautiful items to brighten any area of your home.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. This will be the 79th annual celebration of the Independence Day here at Walla Walla Point Park. That's right, the very first one was back in 1947. I'm making all of that up. It does not happen without Allie Jordan from Elevated Marketing, who took over from Impact Events a couple of years ago. This is your baby. This is you're in charge of putting this. It's a massive undertaking on your part. Can't do it without volunteers. Can't do it without sponsors. Thanks, Allie. How you doing?
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm really excited. Yeah, I love the event. I love what it does for the community. Like you said, lots of volunteers, lots of community support. So we're just really thankful for all of that. And the community support coming down and enjoying the event and keeping it going and thriving. So yeah, we love it.
And I'm glad it's on a Friday this year. I mean, for the first time in 11 years, the Independence Day actually falls on a Friday.
Yes.
So you're going to turn this into a 4-day weekend. Festivities aren't going to be just limited to Friday the 4th. Things are going to happen down here at Walla Walla Point Park on the 3rd as well. Thursday.
Yeah,
Talk about
so
that.
like you said, it's going into the weekend this year. It's going to fall on a Friday, so we figured, hey, let's start building that 2-day event and celebration this year. So at 4 o'clock on the 3rd, we'll kick off our entertainment stage, and we'll have the beer garden open and the food vendors. And then at 8:45, Sun Basin Theaters has and Gateway Cinema here locally has sponsored a movie in the park, and we're going to play The Sandlot.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we thought that'd be kind of a fun one to kick off this year.
Great for the family, great kid movie.
Yeah, it's perfect. And then we'll also have pickleball that we're doing on the 3rd and the 4th. That's new. We'll have Cars and Coffee on the 4th at 9 o'clock. So lots of new fun things that we're just really trying to make sure that everyone has something to come down and enjoy.
A couple of years ago, the Chelan PUD tore out most of the tennis courts. They left a couple in the fenced-off area, and they replaced them with pickleball courts, and that can lend you to have a pickleball tournament right here. If you don't have any courts, you can't have a tournament.
That's right, yes. So big thanks to the PUD for the improvements and everything that they've done and the support that they give us and the sponsorship that they give us, because as everyone knows, this is a PUD park, so their staff is here all week leading up to it, helping us get the pyro team get prepared for it from a safety aspect and set up, and they're here throughout the entire event to make sure that everything runs seamlessly and everyone has a really good time, and that they are supporting us and the volunteers and all of the heads of the companies that help put this on. So big kudos to the PUD for helping us out, and yeah, having those pickleball courts so that we can have a pickleball tournament.
How does that work? Let's talk about the specifics of the pickleball tournament. Is it a team? Is it doubles? Is it singles? Is there different kind of talk about that?
Yeah, so we have mixed doubles and we've got singles, and then we've got men's and women's doubles. So again, a little something for everyone. Want to make sure everyone has the ability to participate. And registration is on WenatcheeValley4thofJuly.net. So yeah, men's and women's and mixed and doubles, and so yeah.
Cool, I like that. So that's new.
That's new.
Anything new this year outside of pickleball that people might what's this Cars and Coffees thing you were talking about?
Yeah, so we've got a Cars and Coffee show at 9 o'clock on the 4th, and we just thought that would be a great way to kick off the day. It's going to be beautiful. We're on the waterfront and the Apple Capitol Loop Trail, so we just thought it'd be a great opportunity for car enthusiasts to come down and kick off the holiday celebration, and like I said, have a little something for everybody.
Is that something that somebody needs to, hey, I got a classic car, I want to show it off, you have to sign up, or you just show up?
Yeah, so we do have registration. We will let people come on site morning of, but we do have registration again on WenatcheeValley4thofJuly.net, and we're going to, that registration also includes a t-shirt, and then we're having some hospitality there, so yeah.
And where does the coffee come from?
The coffee, so we'll have food vendors, so we'll have a variety of vendors down here for people to enjoy and indulge from, so yeah.
And then on Friday proper, it's basically we start out with the cars and the coffee,
Yep.
the coffee and the cars, so you can get all wired, and then and then what? Walk me through the rest of the day on the 4th.
So the rest of the day on the 4th, starting at noon, we'll open our entertainment stage and the beer garden, and we'll have entertainment through about 9 o'clock, and it'll be a beautiful day. Again, we're on the waterfront. There's swimming areas that families can come down and enjoy. There's volleyball nets. There's a new basketball court that the PUD put in. So just being down here, listening to the entertainment, enjoying the food, enjoying the beer garden if that's you're of age. So we'll do that through about 9 o'clock, and then the Apollo group will be singing the national anthem, and we'll actually have the orchestra from both East Wenatchee and Wenatchee High School with a little bit of the Golden Apple Band sprinkled in, playing music to the fireworks this year.
Oh, that's a new thing.
It is new, so we're really excited about that. That'll be a lot of fun.
Fireworks a little after 10. It's got to be dark enough, right?
Yep, it's got to be dark enough. So about 10:15, we'll set those off, and it'll be about a 20-minute show. And it truly is a world-class show. I mean, it is something spectacular to see, especially at the park. There's great vantage points throughout the community, but there is nothing like being at the park and watching those.
And it should be pointed out, there's a lot of communities, not only in Washington State, but everywhere, that do obviously celebrate our nation's birthday on Independence Day. Not a lot of places have this kind of campus to do it on. Lots of green grass, the volleyball court, the swimming lagoon. This is like you can't ask for a better setting.
You really can't. We're so blessed. This is so unique. I really don't know where else you could get something like this. There is an abundance of space. For anyone who's been down to Walla Walla Point Park, you know what it looks like. For anyone who hasn't, I mean, the loop trail itself is 10 miles, but down here, you've got at least a mile stretch going in either direction with the waterfront and grass that you can sit down. You can bring, if you need or want to, you can bring your coolers, you can bring your, you know, your setup for your family, you can bring your tents, you can bring your umbrellas and really camp out and make it a day of it. It is a very unique area. We're so lucky to have it.
And the Chelan PUD Parks Department, the folks who maintain this park, they do such a good job.
It's impeccable. I mean, the fact that we have this, we are so lucky. They're just such a great crew.
For the fireworks evening, on the evening of the 4th, the best thing to do, link shuttle. It's the only way to do it, folks. Parking gets really tight. There'll be some parking in and out throughout the course of the day on Friday.
Yes.
The 4th, but once we get towards closer and closer to the big entertainment and the fireworks, I highly recommend the Link Transit Shuttle. You park behind JCPenney, and it's going to run every 15 minutes.
Yep.
Past, you know, all the way to about 11 o'clock when everybody is done with it. Park behind JCPenney, take the Link Shuttle. It runs every 15 minutes, and they get priority.
Yep.
So they get to pull right up, boom, first thing, and when the thing is over and people are trying to get out of here at Walla Walla Point Park, Link Transit gets priority. As soon as, you know, they load the buses and they park the C, and Link Transit gets to go before anybody.
It's true, yes. So Link Transit is definitely the way to go for people, like Dan said, parking behind JCPenney's, hop on the shuttle. They are very quick. After the fireworks are over, they will be sitting down here lined up, ready to take guests back to their car. For those of you that don't mind sitting in traffic, we are lucky enough to have the Town Toyota Center at our disposal. It's free parking over there. There's about 700 spaces, and then there's some minimal parking within the park. But Link Transit is definitely a great way to go.
And the buses, the shuttles are wheelchair compatible too. So if you have mobility issues, you don't have to worry about that. Link Transit will take care of you there.
Absolutely, yes.
Let's thank for some sponsors. We're going to we're going to talk to Malachi here in just a little bit, but you got some other sponsors you want to talk about.
Yes, we're so lucky. We have such a supportive community. The City of Wenatchee and East Wenatchee, Visit Wenatchee, Chelan PUD, CMI Orchards, Link Transit, Chelan, Apple Valley Honda, the Apple Sox, Salcedo Group of Companies. Weinstein Beverage is our entertainment stage sponsor this year. So we're just so lucky to have such a great supportive community.
And the cities of Wenatchee and East Wenatchee.
Yes.
Participating as well. I don't know if you mentioned that or not. I think you probably did.
I did, but yeah, I kind of rapid fire through that. There's so many, but the City of East Wenatchee and Wenatchee, yes, so supportive and great, and Visit Wenatchee. So we're just very lucky to have those organizations support us. And one thing that I always like to remind people is it's not just because the cities are supporting us, this is not taxpayer funded. This is funded through LTAC dollars, which is hotel lodging dollars. So we get the support from the city, we get you know, all of that they can offer, but the community is not paying for this.
Yeah, but you can donate. You go to Allie's website and you can donate, so this becomes a self-sustaining organization, which would be a huge load off of your shoulders year to year, not have to worry about where the money's coming from.
Yeah, so, but like I said, these sponsors are so supportive and great. They make it happen.
There you go. So things start happening on Thursday the 3rd, and then the big day for our 249th birthday, pretty much all day, starting at 9 a.m. on Friday. Everything is centered right here at Walla Walla Point Park. If you want to get in the pickleball tournament, go to the website, get signed up. Beer garden, I think we covered it all, didn't we?
We did, yeah. All the information is at WenatcheeValley4thofjuly.net.
Cool. Allie, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thanks so much for having me.
How do you not age? You look the same.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
You know, I do what I can.
You should live my lifestyle. Malachi Salcedo, the presenting sponsor, will join me when we come back. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Welcome back to the program. This year, for the first time in 11 years, Independence Day is on a Friday. And not only is it on a Friday, for the first time since 2014, Independence Day is the same day as the 4th of July. It's a great coincidence how that all works out, Malachi, isn't it? Every year, Independence Day, for whatever reason, falls on the 4th of July.
Crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Malachi Salcedo from the Salcedo Group is joining me. You are the presenting sponsor.
Yes.
You get to be on top of everything for Wenatchee Valley's 4th of July celebration. We were talking off camera. We lost track of how many years you've been doing this.
Well, I think it's 8. But yeah, I've lost track too. That's higher than I can count. So.
And we'll just go back 8 years. You don't have to do this. You're not obligated to do it. And yet you think that you, as an individual and representing your highly successful company, that you are obligated to help this out.
Yeah, I agree completely. That's exactly right. So Salcedo Group of Companies, we've been blessed by this region, and we take seriously blessing the region back. And so I think 8 years ago, we decided, you know what, we're going to step up and be a title sponsor, and we're going to keep doing that. 4th of July is just a unique, it's a community-wide event where everybody comes, they come together, there's food, there's competition, there's fun, there's a beer garden, and we all get to celebrate living in the best country in the history of countries.
And we get to do it for a 3-day weekend for the first time
Yay.
in Lord knows how long. So we like that a lot. A couple of things about Malachi a lot of people may not know about that I do. I bump into your guys all the time. They're always in the uniform with the logo and stuff like that. You've had a lot of your employees have been with you almost from the beginning. And that says a lot about your company. There's not a lot of turnover regardless of what division of the Salcedo Group they work at. Once they're on board, they seem to like it.
Yeah, we've been in business contracting for almost 25 years, and one of our rules is we don't own our employees. We keep them by taking such good care of them that they have a hard time finding a better place to work, and that's been our mantra.
And you take their input. Malachi, I know we're doing this project right now, or whatever it is. I think we can make this more cost efficient and better if we do this, because they're there and they're on site and they can see things because you're a busy guy.
Yeah.
You take you don't just say, I'm the boss and you're going to do it my way. If their ideas have merit, you take them.
Yeah, it's the opposite of that. Throughout our group of companies, we empower our employees. If I don't trust them to do the job right, then we'll find somebody who will, and then give them all the tools they need to succeed.
And that's really the key is reputation. Do the job right. Because we're a bigger town and we're getting bigger, but in many respects, it's a smaller town when it comes to reputation of a business, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, reputation is something that will never go out of style.
Oh, good. Somebody write that down here. Reputation is something. You gonna have the family down here on the 4th?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
We're excited. Yeah, we're excited. We're as excited for the 3-day weekend as everybody. So yeah, we'll be here. Looking forward to celebrating Independence Day with the whole community.
It should be pointed out that we're here at Walla Walla Plain Park. This is where all the activity is going to be, and we'll talk to Allie Jordan here. We just talked to Allie, and now we're talking to Malachi about where everything is going to be. It's all basically right here. If you're into fireworks, I mean, it's one thing to sit in a house that has a nice view of the Wenatchee Valley over the Columbia River. This is where you want to be.
Yeah,
you want to be as
the
close
place
as
to
you
be.
possibly can to fireworks.
Absolutely, yeah. I can remember being a little kid, and they used to shoot the fireworks off over Triangle Park, and I can remember laying on my back on a blanket and watching the fireworks as a kid. That's a lifetime memory for your kids. So bring them down here, enjoy some good food, enjoy some great music, and see a fireworks show in person, live, going off right over your heads. You can't beat it.
You can feel the concussions. They go right through you.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
Really
the big booms and the whoa.
Yeah. You get that crowd. It's one thing to say whoa with 2 people on a deck. It's another thing to say whoa with 500 people on a lawn. That kind of deal. What's down the hopper for Malachi? You getting some time off at all? I know your work ethic is well known, but what's coming up for the Salcedo group and you personally for the next summertime 2025?
Absolutely, yes. We're big on work-life balance, so we insist our employees have work-life balance, and I can't say that with integrity if I don't practice it. So family's really important. Our church is really important. Something that I'll be doing for the 3rd year in a row this year is I'll be traveling to the country of Burundi in East Africa on a missions trip for most of the month of August. This will be my 3rd year in a row. Nothing builds my perspective by going to one of the poorest countries in the world, serving them, and then getting infected with their joy and their presence and bringing that back here.
It humbles you, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
Yeah.
We are so blessed to live in this country. We won the lottery when it comes to where we were born and where we get to grow up. This is an amazing place. This country is worth celebrating.
And you're going to be going to a place in August where they get up in the morning and the first thing they have to worry about is how are we going to eat today?
Yep.
We don't have that problem as much here, do we?
No, we are extremely blessed, and it's really important that we keep a perspective of how fortunate we are and how many shoulders and backs and lives we stand on top of as Americans in 2025, getting to enjoy what people worked hard, envisioned, and died for so that we can live in this amazing country.
2026 is a sesquicentennial 250th birthday of the United States next year. I take it you're already on board for that. That's going to be the big party.
Absolutely. That's going to be exciting, yeah.
Say hi to your family for me.
I will.
And Her Royal Highness, because once you're a queen,
yes,
always a queen. I hope she's doing well.
She's doing wonderfully. Thank you.
Malachi Salcedo, his company, the Salcedo Group, is the presenting sponsor again this year. And again, you don't have to. It's easier to say no than it is to say yes. Malachi has a tendency to say yes, which is why he's here. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Cashmere's Founders Day is wrapped up in one big fun-filled day, Saturday, June 28th from 10 to 6. Founders Day began in 1979, celebrating all that Cashmere has to offer. The Classic Car Show is always a favorite in the heart of downtown, as well as the ping pong ball drop in the park. And of course, the day concludes with the Grand Parade at 5 p.m. Please support these businesses during your visit to Cashmere.
Doan's Valley Pharmacy. Enjoy a treat at their old-fashioned soda fountain. It's the NCWLIFE Community Calendar, a presentation of Apple Valley Honda. The next historic wine walk through downtown Wenatchee will be on Saturday, June 28th, hosted by the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center. Pre-register at the museum's website. Tickets are on sale now for Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, the musical. It's this year's Hot August Nights production from Jamie Donegan. Christina Capehart directs this comedy based on the 1988 film. You can get your tickets at the box office or at the website for the pack.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can use this
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
66 degrees here in downtown Wenatchee. We're not going to be real warm today. We're going to be actually considerably cooler than yesterday. 2 shortwave systems are still lined up and going to pay us a visit between now and Friday night. And then we go whoop right around the other corner. So it's 66 now. Leading the temperature parade, by the way, is downtown Dryden. Downtown Dryden is 67 degrees right now. Suburban Dryden is 66 degrees. From the National Weather Service, here's what we're looking at today. Increasing clouds throughout the course of the day today. A little on the breezy side. The strongest winds, by the way, will be between about 5 o'clock this afternoon till about midnight tonight. And we're only going to get to 78. We hit 86 yesterday, and our normal high is 81, so just a little bit below normal, but certainly quite comfortable. Winds die down tonight, overnight low of about 58. Friday, a lot of sunshine, very few clouds in the forecast on Friday, but then again, some wind on Friday afternoon and Friday night. And then the high pressure ridge moves into our area on Saturday. By Sunday, it will be here with a high of 91, and we'll be pushing triple digits on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe even Independence Day. That's it for us. Start your day with us tomorrow. Bye-bye.